Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. To begin, we're first going to pin our hair back so it's out of the way. To start off, I'm going to use some setting spray on my face. This one is the Farsali Rose Gold setting spray. I like to pat it in to make sure my skin is nice and hydrated. I'm then going to move on to a priming moisturizer. My favorite is from Good Molecules, as it is silicone free. You want to rub it in gently across your face in upward motions, and don't forget the brows. Then using your favorite foundation, my current everyday favorite is Maybelline FitMe. We're going to take a small amount, place it on our face, and then blend it all in with a real expert face brush. And after a moment, it should pretty much look like this, nice and flawless base. I'm then going to move on to a color correcting palette. This one is from Makiage, and I'm going to take a little peachy shade on my index finger and tap it slightly underneath my eyes. This will help cancel out any discoloration and darkness underneath your eyes. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 20 for underneath my eyes. This will act mostly as a coverage concealer as well as to highlight the areas that I want to bring forward. I let the concealer dry for about 30 seconds to a minute and then blend it out with a dry sponge. I know it sounds crazy, but a dry sponge will actually give you more coverage than a wet or damp sponge. And then I am just going to press that in really well into my skin and set it with a translucent setting powder. I'm just using my powder from ColourPop. It's nice and finely milled and affordable, so that is always good. I take it on a small fluffy brush and tap it gently underneath my eyes. I pat it gently underneath my eyes in order to prevent any wrinkles from forming or any creases. I sometimes make a funny face to help me get the powder into those crevices a lot better. It really does help. And then I'll also take some powder on the sides of my nose, as that is the area that becomes very oily for me throughout the day, and on my smile lines as well. Going back into the color correcting palette, I'm going to take the darkest contour shade and slightly contour my cheeks. I like to use my fingers because I feel like it warms up the product and helps you blend the product into your face a lot better. So I'm first placing this product on the areas that I want to contour and then taking a small brush for more precision contouring along my nose, as you can see. And then I'm also going to take this on the side of my eyes and connect it back to my temple contour. This will help give you a more elevated look and sort of give you like an eye lift with makeup. I'm then going to take my original expert face brush that I used for my foundation, and I'm going to tap over the contour that we just placed. I like to tap as opposed to swipe because I do not want to disturb the base that I had placed underneath the contour. So tapping is always the best way to go. We're then going to set the contour with our bronzer. I'm using Give Me Sun from MAC along with a Sigma brush to go ahead and set those contoured areas. As you can see, I am continuing with a patting motion as I do not want to disturb the base. And then on areas like my temple and my eyes, I will use swiping motions to buff everything out and make it flawless after I have already set the area completely. Going in with the banana powder from Ben Nye, I'm going to carve out my cheekbones. I like to carve them out in a circular shape because my face is quite long, so if I carve them out straight down in a harsh manner, it's going to make my face look a lot longer than it is, and I want to round it out. So if you want to round out your face, make sure you carve your cheeks towards your nose. If you want to give your face an elongated look, carve them out towards your lips. I'm also going to place this powder right underneath my eyes to lift everything up and along the nose. I'm then going to take a lighter powder on a fluffy brush and buff out all of the baking. I do this in order to ensure that my bake is going to be blended in seamlessly This will also help set the rest of your face as you take whatever powder is left over on the brush and just buff over everything once more. Next, going in with one of my favorite blushes from Sigma, I'm going to focus this on the bridge of my nose and the highest points of my face. I like to bring my blush quite high up and quite inwards towards my face to create a flushed effect. I'll also take it on the top of the head just to mesh everything together. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Bloom palette, and I'm going to use the shade Duo Glow. I like to use highlighters that are peachy or pink in color because it will blend better with the blush that I have put on and just give you an overall seamless and well blended look. We're then going to melt all the powders we just used on our face with a bit of setting spray and letting that dry naturally on its own. And to finish everything off, we're just going to slightly line our lips. I like to overline my Cupid's bow, as you guys can see, just to give a more lifted and fuller look to the lips. I'm patting in the lip liner to make sure it's blended well in and there are no harsh edges, and then going in with the NYX lipstick shade in London. I'm going to place some Il Makiage mascara on my lashes, focusing on the outer corner, and I'm also going to brush some soap brow into my eyebrow hairs and slightly fill them in with an Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade. Now that our look is complete, we can take out the bobby pins holding our hair, and that is it, guys. That is my everyday sort of natural glam but not too overwhelming makeup look. It's nice and glowy, you look healthy, radiant, and just beautiful. So guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. These are basically the little steps that I do in order to get my flawless and glowing base on a daily basis. This is pretty simple makeup. It doesn't look overwhelming, and most importantly, it draws out your natural beauty and enhances it further. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Bye!